I can't believe what I'm about to show you guys today. We're about to embark on an incredible journey into the world of geckos. And let me tell you, it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing. These little creatures are some of the most fascinating reptiles on the planet, and we're going to uncover all their secrets. Alright guys, here we go! Geckos are part of the Geckonidae family. And let me tell you, these little guys are absolutely incredible. Now, what makes geckos so special? Well, for starters, most of them have these amazing toe pads that allow them to climb practically anything. I'm talking walls, ceilings, even glass. It's like they've got their own built-in suction cups. And those eyes? Wow, most geckos have these huge, mesmerizing eyes that help them see in low light. I once saw a gecko climb up a smooth metal pole in the rainforest. It was like watching a magician defy gravity. Oh man, check this out. Geckos are like the ultimate world travelers. These adaptable little creatures can be found on every continent except Antarctica. From lush tropical rainforests to scorching hot deserts, geckos have made themselves at home in some of the most diverse habitats you can imagine. Some species, like the leaf-tailed geckos, have evolved to blend in perfectly with their forest homes. It's absolutely mind-blowing how well they can camouflage themselves. Others, like the hardy desert-dwelling species, have adapted to survive in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. It just goes to show how incredibly resilient these little guys are. Alright, are you ready for this? We're about to meet some of the most stunning geckos out there, the day geckos. These guys, part of the Phelsuma genus, are like living jewels. But don't let their good looks fool you. These geckos are lightning fast and incredibly agile. I've seen them move so quickly, it's like they teleport. Day geckos are mostly found in Madagascar and other Indian Ocean islands, where they spend their days basking in the sun and hunting for insects. And get this, unlike many other geckos, these guys are actually active during the day. Talk about breaking the mold. Now, let me introduce you to one of the most popular gecko pets out there, the leopard gecko. These little guys are native to the arid regions of Afghanistan, Pakistan, and parts of India. But don't let their tough origins fool you. They've got personality for days. Leopard geckos are like the gentle giants of the gecko world. Each leopard gecko has its own unique spot pattern, kind of like a fingerprint. It's absolutely fascinating how diverse their colors and patterns can be. I once met a leucistic leopard gecko. It was pure white with these piercing blue eyes. Absolutely stunning. Oh man, get ready for this! We're heading to the exotic island of New Caledonia to meet some truly unique geckos. First up, we've got the crested gecko. These guys were thought to be extinct until they were rediscovered in 1994. Can you believe that? It's like finding a living dinosaur. Both of these species are arboreal, meaning they love to climb and hang out in trees. And here's a cool fact. They've got prehensile tails that can actually grip branches. I once saw a crested gecko use its tail to anchor itself while reaching for a piece of fruit. It was like watching a tiny acrobat in action. Alright guys, brace yourselves because we're about to meet the bad boys of the gecko world, the tokay geckos. These guys are like the heavy metal rockers of geckos. They're big, they're loud, and they've got an attitude to match. Their call is so distinctive and loud it actually sounds like they're saying "Takay takay." Now, tokay geckos aren't just noisy. They're also pretty impressive in size. They can grow up to 14 inches long, making them one of the largest gecko species. And let me warn you, these guys have a bite to match their size. I once had a close encounter with a tokay gecko in Thailand, and wow, did it make an impression. Now, I know a lot of you out there might be thinking about getting a gecko as a pet, and I get it. They're absolutely fascinating creatures. But before you jump in, there are some important things you need to know. Keeping a gecko isn't just about having a cool pet. It's a big responsibility. You've got to provide the right habitat, temperature, humidity, and diet for your specific gecko species. It's like being a zookeeper in your own home. Different gecko species have different needs. For example, A desert-dwelling leopard gecko will need a much drier environment than a tropical crested gecko. And don't even get me started on their diets. Some geckos are insectivores, while others might need a mix of insects and fruits. It's crucial to do your research and make sure you can provide everything your gecko needs to thrive. Remember, these little guys can live for 10, 20 years in captivity, so it's a long-term commitment. Wow, what an incredible journey we've been on. From the colorful day geckos to the vocal tokes, we've seen just how diverse and fascinating the world of geckos can be. These little lizards never cease to amaze me with their adaptability, their unique features, and their sheer will to survive in some of the toughest environments on Earth. Whether you're observing these amazing creatures in the wild or considering one as a pet, remember to always respect and appreciate the wonders of nature. And who knows, maybe the next time you see a gecko, you'll remember our adventure today and see it in a whole new light. If you've enjoyed this gecko expedition as much as I have, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more wild encounters. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for these incredible little lizards. Remember, every gecko has a story to tell. So next time you spot one, take a moment to appreciate these amazing creatures.